again. Good evening everyone and welcome to the Nations Cup 4th round, and tonight we are at California Auto Club. The time is 20:53, started a few minutes early than normal, but that's not too bad. There is meant to be a chat screen up on your left there, but it doesn't seem to be working, so I do apologise for that, but that doesn't matter. We can still see the racing, and as you can see, South Africa are on pole. Have they finally found their rhythm in the 4th round? Can they defend this championship? Mexico second, Argentina in third, Jamaica in 6th. Fantastic. The two top guys, or two top countries from last season, are now starting to find their rhythm. Let's have a look down the bottom now. I forgot to tell you that one team is out of this race, and I can't remember who pulled out, to be fair, but one of them's gone, and basically they won't be in this race today, unfortunately. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's because only 39 drivers can get on this track, if I'm honest with you. But it was one of the low sides, so it's not to worry, nothing bad. It's just, we had to take one side out, and it was literally a pick of the hat. There was no reason for it. It could have been anyone, and we literally just, picked up a team out, and they went. So, without further ado, let's get on with this race today. Just bear with me 1 second while I put this, put that on. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now that should work. Fantastic. Okay.
Drivers, start your engines.
I do apologise for that. Just trying to get the ticker to work at the bottom of the screen, the live ticker. So here we go. We are going for green flag, and we have the green flag out. We'll start the race at Auto Club. South Africa taking a really early lead. Wow, what a drive. So Mexico in second, Argentina in third as they come down the back straight of this race. Lap 2 of 75 on the old bumpy Auto Club track. So the cars then are all looking very solid today. South Africa looking very strong in that first place. Mexico not even close to them, to be honest. But Argentina are out on this inside with Wales, then Saudi Arabia, Canada, and as you can see, Switzerland just behind. They're all racing up to this turn. 22 and 39 fighting it out for first place. I do apologise that the ticker isn't working at the bottom of the screen. It should be working, but all I can imagine is it's gone downhill. Hi Brian, how are you? Yeah, I started a few minutes early. I do apologise. I was trying to get the ticker to work at the bottom of the screen, but as you can see, it's not working. So we've gone back to old school ESPN at the top. And that yellow screen on the side is meant to be for chat, but that's not working either. So having a bit of a bad stream at the moment. Things are going wrong. This is what happens when you do things live. You see, this is the best thing about live. Things go wrong. How are you, Brian, this evening? Are you okay? As I said, we've got a live rolling ticker that goes on under, just above the California Auto Club writing. It should update every lap, but it's not working. It is not working, unfortunately. The setup came with the track, to be honest. I got this, where did I get this track? I got this off Wild Customs, this track. This is the 2018 tracks. This is the most up-to-date one, I believe. Setups wise, I've not raced on it, so all I know is what came with it. Threw it straight into the game. And then, you know, put these guys on it. I saw them qualify, and that's it. So I haven't actually raced on it. I raced on the new Atlanta version earlier. That was quite good. I was going to take part in an online race, actually. but I decided to do this instead because I did promise you guys that I would do a Nations Cup tonight. So maybe I'll do the online race next week. It's every Wednesday. By the way, V8, what are they called? The V8 Thunder cars, the Thunder Cup, V8 Thunder Cup, are looking for drivers. If anyone is interested, they race every Wednesday. Practice starts at 6 PM UK time, race starts about 8 PM UK time. They are UK based, the server is in London, so it is all on UK time, I'm afraid. Tried to make the screen look a lot better and a lot more professional, Brian, and it looks crap now, doesn't it, really? You know, there's no ticker above the California, and the yellow thing on the side where the chat's meant to be there's nothing, so it looks a bit awful. So I do apologise, but I'm not going to turn off the stream because you can still see the racing, and as you can see, South Africa are miles away in front, and it looks like Mexico have gone in the pits, which means South Africa now have a lot of fresh air in front of them, and no one behind them to put any pressure on now. So South Africa way up in front. Let's have a look at lap 12 at the current standings, and as you'll see, South Africa are there. They're 0.940 ahead of Australia, who have now just cracked that down to 0.816. Wales in third, having a fantastic debut season. Canada in fourth. Jamaica also having a good race this time round, in fifth place. America in sixth. England doing pretty well in seventh. Argentina have dropped down to eighth place. Republic of Ireland in ninth, and Saudi Arabia make up the top 10. Holland down in seventh place this evening. Let's have a look who's at the bottom. So Mexico are now one lap behind. They obviously had issues with the car because they were in second place. Switzerland are in front of them by 10 seconds. Germany in 29th, not having a good season for them by the looks of things. But the top 10 teams are doing well, so let's go back to the action and get some close-up shots and see how they're getting on. Yeah, I'm sure it was on Wild Customs. What's the website that when you put in search, say for instance you go to Google and you put NR 2003 tracks, the first site that comes up, is it Weebly or something like that? Isn't that Wild Customs? But I know the first part of the site is www.weebly, and then I don't know the rest. But it was on there, and it was Auto Club 2018. They've got a 2017 one as well, which is brilliant if you want a race to the yellow flags, because it's awesome. But I didn't want to put it in this, to be fair. So yeah, I'm sure it's Weebly something. If I'm not sure. I can't look because as soon as I click the other screen, the NR 2003 stops. Yes, Weebly, that's it. Yeah, that's where the I got the track from. I should have put the track link down below, shouldn't I? Put the car link down below, the car set, but I haven't put the track link. I need to start doing that, putting the track links down. It's not. I usually use the base tracks, but I'm starting to use modified tracks because they look so much better. And now I've put the 4 gig update in, the 4 gig update. It looks even more better, especially Menx 2019. That looks amazing with the new update. Oh, you found it? Absolutely amazing. Yeah, have a go. It is awesome. This track is awesome to look at. It really is. It probably doesn't do it justice in the stream. So when you get it up on your TV or your computer monitor, it'll look a lot better. As South Africa now are fighting off Australia by the looks of things. Australia looking to put pressure on the South Africans and try and get that first place. Argentina and Canada have been 3rd and 4th respectively for this whole race. We've had no cautions as of yet, touch wood. So let's hope we don't get any, as we do like to keep races going here. And a lot of people who are in the crowd, in the stands, obviously do like a crash or two, but they also like to get home and beat the traffic. So we are on lap 19 and not much is happening at the front, so let's go through the field and have a look. There's Mexico, 1 lap behind, were in 2nd place. Croatia, Finland and Switzerland all having a little race between themselves, as you can see. Not much going on between them. There is Nigeria with Greece. South Korea, Scotland are there as well, with Northern Ireland, just behind Northern Ireland, and Turkey. They've got their own little pack going with Germany and Sweden. There's Panama, Iran. There's China, who've not had a very good start to the season. There is France. I think that was just Italy before the screen changed. Yes, it was Italy. And Spain there, Belgium. So we're getting towards a bigger pack of cars now. There are the Dutch, been very unfortunate this season, very unfortunate. Still looking for their first win, but it took America a whole season before they won a race. So Netherlands have got a long way ahead if they continue this bad form. Russia, there's Portugal and Israel. There's the Saudis down there, fighting it out with, looks like the Greeks. I guess that was Uruguay at the back, sorry. So I did get that wrong. It was the Uruguayans at the back. There is Japan, Colombia, Morocco, Iceland, who are having a good season. And there's Republic of Ireland, love that car livery. Wales there, having a fantastic debut season, right up the bum of the Americans who won last time out their first race. They have won in the Nations Cup. There is Canada flying high with England, fighting with Jamaica. Jamaica not having a good enough season like they did last season, but they are making a comeback. Argentina in 3rd, Australia 2nd, and the South Africans are still leading this race, but they are being caught very, very slowly by the Australians and by the Argentinians. Will they have enough in them to catch the South Africans? I believe this could all go down to pit stops. I messed with the INI file because they were, you can see that gap there between South Africa and Australia. They were a long way away, so I messed with the drafting so they would draft closer. But it is a big track. Even in real life, you don't get many crashes at Auto Club, do you? That I've seen recently. Has been some, obviously, but it seems to be quite a fairly wide track. So I hope so. I hope we get some crashes. But I can't promise. I can't promise that, Brian. I'm afraid. I do apologise. But hopefully we will. I have messed with it, and the track does come as a racing track. It is a good racing track. So let's hope they race and get too close to each other and start spinning each other out. Let's hope we can get some airborne cars. As Argentina come up the inside of South Africa, looking to push Australia out to the outside. Are we about to have some pit? No, they're just using all of that road to try and find the edge to get over and past the South Africans. Not sure if you knew, Brian, but apparently if you're racing and you turn off your flaps, you can get airborne, but only you can. The AI don't. So I've been trying to figure out how to get the AI just to fly up in the air. And someone said it's something to do with grip. Something I don't know. It's on stun rod, I think. Stun rod. It's on there. You can download the INI file for was it Ryan Newman's crash or Austin Dillon's crash? I think it's Austin Dillon's crash. And if you put that INI file into Daytona, you race Daytona, you get your car airborne. But I've not tried it yet, so I'm going to try it, and I'm going to see if it works. I want to see if we can get a car into the catch fence. What do you reckon? Do you think that'd be a bit of fun? Do you think we should do that live stream, do you reckon? Can we get Austin Dillon into the catch fence at Daytona Part 2? So no pits as of yet, but Australia now looking like they have got some energy in that car to get past the South Africans. South Africans have been leading for 27 laps of 75. We are now at running time of 27 minutes. The time is 9:15, 2100 hours in 24-hour clock, 21:15. It's the 18th of the 3rd, 2020. We are on round 4 of the Nations Cup. If you've just joined us, I apologise for that big yellow bar down the side. That was meant for the live chat, but it's not working. And there's also a black bar just above the California writing, the text. That was for our new rolling standings, rolling ticker bar, but which is working on the other screen, but it's not working on the stream for some odd reason. So, but if I mess about with it too much, then we'll lose this screen that you're watching, and I don't want you to miss out. So I'm going to leave it for now and maybe fix it for tomorrow night to see if we do. We might have another Nations Cup tomorrow, or we might even start the Piston Cup. How about that? How about we restart the Piston Cup again? Like South Africa are now about to overtake Mexico. Argentina flying up high there. Look like they're going to have a crash into the wall. We've not had any cautions yet, guys. As you can see, the cars are very, very spread out. Not close enough to crash unless someone skids. I was under the impression there wasn't much grip on this track, but they seem to be holding very, very well. I'm afraid that I might have to let Brian down this evening, because I don't think there's going to be any crashes. Look, it's like they're on a railway line. They're all perfectly synced, except for Jamaica as they go across. But they're all going across up to the top. It's like watching a real race. They're all coming out down the straights, and then once they get to the corners, they all go back up again. It's very, very clever. whoever built this track is very, very, very clever. 30 laps and I'm waffling on. Let's have a look at the standings. South Africa still in the lead. USA now in 4th. Jamaica in 5th. England in 6th. Not much is changing at the front of this grid. As I said, I think the pit stops will change things. As Mexico, as you can see, are a lap behind. They will go 2 laps behind if the South Africans catch them. Switzerland just in front of them, and Croatia, Finland, Nigeria, Uruguay at the back as well, not having a very good season. Uruguay, as South Africa come down the middle of this turn, looking on eyeing up Mexico to get them out of the way. We are on 32 laps, no pits yet. They will have to pit at some stage for fuel, or are they fueled up for the whole 75 laps, hoping that a caution will come in so they can top themselves up, but surely they're going to need tyres as well. So Australia have the fastest lap of the race today. Brian, if you want any of them ESPN tickers at the top, or any tracks or mods or anything that you've seen on the channel, just let me know. Send me an email on Facebook, a message on Facebook, and I can send them. I'll send them over to you to your email address. Any mods that you want you haven't got, I can send them over to you if you want. It's entirely up to you. Wow, 33 mods, that's amazing. I don't think I've got that many. I've got a lot of cars, but not 33 mods. I don't think there is a limit on how many cars you can have, is there? I think it's like 126 tracks or something, and 15 series, I believe. And I do apologise about my commentary. I'll switch off, and then you can comfortably watch the race in peace. Sorry. So do we have some potential pit stops coming up? Looks like South Africa's going in. No, just going into the middle of the track. America now in second place with Argentina in third. Australia disappeared down into 7th place. Not good for them, very, very slow. Perhaps there's issues with the car. Are we going to get a pit stop soon? We're on lap 38. We've not had any pits or any cautions at all today, so a little bit worried that there'll be no cautions or accidents. To be fair, you know, it's looking a very clean race as Mexico have pushed ahead and left South Africa in the dust after they nearly caught them. This really is flat out racing. You're right. Argentina have now just gone and done the South Africans on the outside, on the high of that straight. As America are now in third, they're now looking to pop South Africa off and push them to one side. This is like a race to the end. It's really good. I'm really enjoying this. I know there's no crashes in that, but just watching these, 7 or 8 cars, just fighting for position is really, really interesting. And South Africa now in second. Argentina have been pushing for that first place the whole 41 laps or 40 laps. They are now in the lead. South Africa are not going to give that up easily though. Are they pacing themselves as England go in third place? Wow, would you look at South Africa? That car absolutely flew. As you can see the eye in the sky, there is a big difference between South Africa and Argentina, but that car literally moved. That South African car, I don't know where it got that energy from, but it did. I'm sure it's because it's high up on the track. The Argentinians are low down, and obviously it's faster up the high because they overtook South Africa on the high. So and South Africa are using that to their advantage now because they have just gone and taken back first place. As you can see, in England are now having a pop at Argentina. I don't mean that in a war term, having a pop at Argentina. Bad history between us, but peace and love and all that now. But yeah, England are now going to have a pop at Argentina by the looks of things, because they're now using South Africa's slipstream slightly. England definitely have second place, but they're going far out at the top, leaving these guys to come into the pits as England carry on going round, as South Africa, Argentina, Wales, Australia, America and Ireland all coming at the pits at the same time, and leaving England to go and have a play on its own. So England out on their own in first place now. The number 1 car is in first place. Will they get round in time to overtake the South Africans, or will they go in the pits straight after? We are about to find out as they come low. They've been flying high in the... Yep, they're going to come in and have a pit stop. So, what does this mean for South Africa? Looks like we have a yellow. We have a yellow. That did not look good. What happened there at the back of the grid? As we... oh no, South Africa is stuck in the pits. What has happened? South Africa is stuck in the pits. We have finally found the crash. Now we know why the South Africans are back in the pits so quick. Watch this. Oh, whoa. That was fantastic. Bye bye, South Africa, leading the race. You are gone. We got to watch that again. Oh my god, how did that happen? So, South Africa come out of the pits. Argentina behind them. Argentina give it a bit of welly. Push South Africa out the way. Jamaica take out Argentina. And who was it that took out South Africa as they hit Russia? Russia took out South Africa. Oh my god. That was spectacular. Unlucky South Africa. So unlucky because they were in the lead for such a long time. Pushed by South Africa, by Argentina. And Russia coming to spin them around. Whoa. That was epic. South Africa are still in the pits. They've got to be out now. They can't surely get back into the race. So, as you can see, Wales now lead the race after all their pits. England are in 4th, America 3rd, Australia 2nd, and Wales in 1st. So Argentina, who are fighting it out with South Africa, they're now in 14th, and South Africa are 2 laps behind in 38th, and Jamaica have retired from the race. They were in like 4th or 5th. They've retired from the race as well, as has Russia, who hit South Africa with such a force. Yeah, South Africa are gone, Brian. You're right. They are gone. It is official. Jamaica, South Africa and Russia are all gone after that fantastic racing from the South Africans. They are gone. Russia did not know anything about that in order to South Africa. They literally just smashed into them. What a crash. I knew we'd have a crash tonight. Lap 49. It looks like we will probably start on lap 51. The lights are still flashing on the pace car. So at the front, as I said, we've got Wales now in the lead. They'll be very happy with that. They must have had a cracking pit stop. But saying that, when they come out, they were like 5th in the pits. Coming out, as that accident happened, I think that's when they pounced and knew that first place was up for grabs. Australia in second, having a good race as well. They'll now be happy. They'll now be very happy that South Africa are out, because they were the only potential country to really give them a run for their money. But America are there, and America could win this race and win a double race. And to be fair, Argentina should be out as well. The way they got, they should be banned. Russia are out. Yeah, Russia are out, Brian. That was a big smack for them. But Argentina are now down in 33rd. They were the ones who took out South Africa, and I wish you could give out fines, because I would fine them for that. They come out the pits and just spun South Africa out of the way. So if you just joined us, we are under caution at California Auto Club. The time is 9:34. We have been racing for 46 minutes to be exact. This is 4th round of the Nations Cup, and we had a potential winner from pole to finish, which was South Africa, but unfortunately a pit side incident has put them out of the race, and I'm guessing they're going to be very, very angry with the Argentinians. As the pace car has its lights off, we will be restarting on lap 51. We have 75 laps on this race, and you're right, there's no patience from the Argentinians. They just literally wanted to get past. I don't think they expected South Africa to move over like they did. It all happened at the same time, and I just think they collided. But Argentina shouldn't have been so close behind them coming out of the pits anyway, but they were so desperate for that first place, because I think we are on a 1 pit race today, so I can imagine the Argentinians knew that if they couldn't get them on that pit, then they weren't going to get the South Africans back again, because that South African car was so quick. As we come up to the green flag has waved, and we are go again for the next laps of this Auto Club race, which so far has been very good fun to watch. So now we have a new fight on our hands. We have the Welsh trying to defend that first place position from Australia, and we have America trying to get their second win on the bounce, and England also in there having a very good race, probably their best race they've had in the Nations Cup over the last 2 years. No, I don't. TeamSpeak, never heard of it. Discord, I am on Discord. We've got a NR 2003 Discord on there, which is not that interesting, but it's okay. You can put some videos on there and bits and bobs, but not many people use it, to be fair. But no, I've never used either, but it would be good to get someone on commentary with me. Ah, okay, you don't want to commentate then, Brian. You're not offering. Thought you were offering your services then, volunteering, as they say. Yeah, I am going to look for another commentator because I can't do this job. I'm useless at commentating. Can chat for England, but can't commentate. So yeah, I am on the lookout, but I've got to figure out how to get it done because we're going to have to have a regular not every weeknight or something where this person can be and commentate, you know, because at the moment I just stream what I want when I want. But I'm hoping maybe next week or the week after I'm going to get a bit of a diary going, so we have certain things on certain nights. And you're right, 19 to go when they go by. 56 laps of 75. Wales in front, fighting it out with the Aussies from down under. So look at the eye in the sky. That shows us that Australia are now taking over the lead, but Wales are coming back. And America looking at both of them, considering their options by the looks of things. As England and Canada fight it out for that 4th place position. Canada look like they're going to go round America on the outside, and England look like they're going to go on the inside. As Australia lose that 1st place position. With Wales going up high, Australia and England going low. Wales are definitely making it look easy as they come around the high curve there, with America now in 2nd place and Australia still looking for a time and a place to overtake them. England just sitting behind watching everyone. Could England potentially win their first race as well? Because they're just sitting there watching. They're right behind the Australians. We've got, what, 12 laps to go. Just over. Under. This could be potentially a race to the finish, as Wales now give themselves a bit of breathing room from America. America going to fight it out with them, or they're going to fight it out in defending that second place. They want to win again because they won last time round at Iowa, but do they have what it takes to catch up with the Welsh? Because the Welsh seem to be doing pretty well. Do you know, I think you're right, Brian. We've got 10 laps to go. I think someone is going to make a last ditch attempt, and then last 2, maybe 3 laps, someone's going to give it a go and push pedal to the metal, or metal to the pedal. Is that what they say? America, if you look at them, they're being very tactile. They're just sitting there. It's like they're waiting for that opportune moment. Because I feel that if they overtake them, they might push too soon. So I just think, as you said, I think they're just waiting for them last 2 laps. And then we're going to see a race between these 4 cars. And then even Republic of Ireland now, where have they come from? It was St. Patrick's Day yesterday, so perhaps they're still on a high from that. So perhaps that's why they're doing so well, as they're in 5th place, looking to get involved with the Welsh and English here, and the Americans and the Australians. It's very, very patriotic top 5 here. England looking to go low this time, trying to find some speed down there, but I think it's high is where the speed is, because South Africa proved that earlier with Argentina, and Argentina proved it against them, against South Africa. So there is fast air at that top. Low is not the way to go, I don't think. Oh, the Americans got pushed out then by the Australians. Did you see that? America just flew out onto the high bend, high curve. America didn't know what to do. Australia now down low, Wales up high. Who has got the fastest line? It looks like Australia have it now. Australia look like they're going faster. So England. Have England stayed low for a reason? Is the grip not as good up top as the race goes on? As we get to the business end of this race, is the grip at the top of that track making these cars slip? Because Wales and America are coming down lower now. They are coming down lower. Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong, because England are now gone at the top. They've gone at the top, and with America and Wales. So is this England now pushing? Have they decided, right, we're going to have a push? I'm going to see if we can get past these guys, because the Welsh have had all the fun since that crash. We want to gate crash this little party between Wales and America. We're going to get in between them. We're going to make them split up, and we're going to have some fun with the Welsh. That's what the English are saying. You can see it now. As we know, the English like to spoil a party or two, and it looks like they're about to spoil the Welsh's party. I think Australia may have peaked too early, Brian. We're on lap 70. Or have they just backed off a little bit to give themselves a bit more room to push, as America now come back Wales are looking a little bit slippery at the front. England again backing off, still using that low part of the track, hoping to find something there just to give them a bit of momentum to get past the Welsh as we go into lap 71. I can't believe we are going to literally race to the finish line, and it's going to be a 5-car race. Look at this. England now in second place. England now have second place. Could England potentially win this? They have been watching from the sidelines for a while now as Wales go a little bit sideways there. England now have the only chance to get at the Welsh now, because the Welsh are now 0.19 ahead of England, and England are now conceding second place to America again. No, they're not. No, they've got enough to keep it at them, keep it there. But do England have enough to catch up with the Welsh? Because this Welsh car is pretty quick and they are going fast. Lap 72. This is the time to make a move. I'm telling you now, if there's a pace car comes out or a caution now, it will be game over for them 4 behind Wales. It will be game over. We will caution right up until the last lap. So these guys need to keep it clean. So do the other groups out on the track, as Ireland are now pushing England a lot. Well, they were pushing, and now England are right up close behind the Welsh. I think England may win this. They have got the potential. They have got the slipstream. They've got the time as well. When you look at it from roadside view, you can just see actually how far away they are. England now backing off. It looks like they've lost that edge, and they're just fighting out for second with Ireland. Or are they? Or they England don't seem to have that straight speed. They seem to have a lot of corner speed though. Lap 74, and this is getting very, very on the edge stuff as Wales continue to hold this lead. I bet they're looking in both their mirrors, looking at England and looking at Ireland, happily looking at the fact that Australia and America are stuck behind both of them, and I don't think they're going to be able to make a move. But Ireland come from nowhere and now in second place, and they have a potential here to overtake the Welsh on the outside. That would be cheeky as they come round to start lap 75. We're on lap 75 now. So here we go. We are racing to the finish, and it looks like Wales are going to hold on. They have got a big enough gap. It'll only be their mistake that loses it now. It's this back straight. It's all about this back straight. As they come down the back straight, can anyone catch up with them? As England are way off pace now. They are catching up with the Americans, looking forward as Wales protect that position by defending it, by going in front of the Irish, making sure the Irish couldn't get past. The Irish could have got past them very easily, but the Welsh saw it and made the move. As we come over the finish line, Wales win the Auto Club 4th round race. What a race, as Ireland comes second, and Australia come third, America in 4th, and England in 5th. What a race to the finish. Them last 15 laps were absolutely incredible. I am out of breath. Did you see that block from Wales? That was like watching real life NASCAR. What a block from Wales that was. Brilliant. Ireland looked like, I thought they were going to do it. I thought they're going to do this. Ireland are actually going to do this. And then Wales just went, no, you're not having it. And Ireland have carried on going round. Perhaps they need to pick up some dinner or something, I don't know. But they're off. They're like, perhaps they think they've won. Wales first, Republic of Ireland in second. And Australia in third. It was a great race, Brian. It really, really was. Okay, only one caution, one crash, but them cars racing at the front were fantastic. Good job, guys. Good job, Brian. Thanks for watching, mate. Thanks for popping along. I hope you'll pop along for the next time and see the next video. Hopefully we'll have a Nations Cup tomorrow night. It'll be the 5th round, and we are at the Daytona road track for the next round. That should be interesting. So who finished last? So Spain and Germany went out with camshaft issues. Croatia and Switzerland were on 1 lap behind. And as we know, Jamaica, South Africa and Russia all went out to do with that crash. An unfortunate crash, which didn't claim Argentina, who caused the crash, unfortunately. As Turkey down there, Panama, Belgium. No one, obviously Japan there, France not having a good season. Canada finished all the way down in 13th after being in the top 5 for most of the race. And Holland actually came in the top 10, which is good for them. Portugal having a better season this year. And America come 4th. They come 1st in the last race, so they'll be happy to be in the points. Thanks, Brian. Have a good evening, mate, and see you soon. So let's go and have a look at the victory lane. So here's the official standing then. Wales are top of the league. 1 win, 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s. That would be the 3. That would be the top 5 and the win, won't it? So, but Canada in 2nd, not won a race, but they have been on pole. USA won the last round. They're in 6th place, just in front of Iceland. And down in 13th, the first round winner is Japan, with one win and 1 top 5. So who's led the most laps so far as we go into round 5? 44 laps. Wales have led the most laps. South Africa have led for 41 laps. Did they lead for the most of that race? I am intrigued to find out. I really am. I'm intrigued to find out where they place South Africa. So we'll go down. South Africa are in 26th place. Awful for South Africa. They are the defending champions. They've had 1 pole. They've not come in the top 10 once, and they've had 2 not finishing, which is not good. You can see that it's there, but they just can't seem to finish a race. So let's go to the results for that race. Who led the most laps? It was South Africa. 40 laps South Africa led for, and they got out of the race due to an accident with Argentina, who led for 4 laps, and Wales led for 29. England led for 2 as well, which we did see that on screen. USA didn't lead. Who has the bonus points? It will obviously be South Africa. They have, because they led for 40 laps, they get the bonus points. It's not bad for finishing 38th. They get 59 points, which is pretty good. So thanks for watching, guys. We had 1 caution over 4 laps, and we had 4 lead changes. So as you can see, next up is Daytona road course. We are on the Daytona road course now. That will be very, very interesting. It's only 27 laps, I believe, at 35%, and it's 3.5 miles. So we shall see how that is, and we hopefully should have a bit of fun and see how these guys get on a road course. First one of the season. It will be round 5. We'll only have 5 left after that, and we'll see how things go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share this video with friends, family, uncles, aunties, nephews, nieces, and anyone else you can think of who would like to watch it. See you next time, guys.